lift them up, stretch your toes out. Even feel the air in between your toes and then press them down into the floor. Try and press your toes spread into the floor and long. And then again, just lift your toes up. Maybe breathe in as you do that. And then as you breathe out, press your toes down into the floor. And do that a couple more times with your toes. So you're keeping the ball of the foot and the heel on the floor. And then breathe out, pressing the toes down. One more, breathing in, just lifting the toes up. And then breathing out through the mouth and pressing the toes down. Let's do the same with our heels, just a little bit. Doesn't have to be much. Lift the heels up and then press them, anchor them into the floor. And as you do that, try and keep your toes spread on the floor. So even when you lift your heels up, try to keep especially weight on your second and big toe. And then exhale as you drop down. Slide your tailbone down, engage your thighs already. Think of your posture. I think more than lifting my heels up, I think of pressing my feet down, my toes, and then lifting the ceiling up with the crown of my head. That's it, nice, Chris. And then relax the heels down one more time. Let's do one more. Breathing in. And breathing out through the mouth. Squeeze the stomach in. Nice. Let's start moving the arms. So breathe in, keep with that breath. We're breathing in through the nose, trying to lengthen the spine. Breathe out through the mouth. Squeeze the ribs towards each other, the stomach back, and squeeze the deep core muscles. And again, breathe in it. Stretch up, lengthen the back of your neck, look forward, and then breathe out. Squeeze the stomach in, press the arms in. And do two more. Imagine that you're moving your arms in the water. So give a bit of resistance as you move your arms. Make it a little bit hard for yourself as if you're pushing through water. Breathe in, stretch up. Now, as you breathe out, keep your arms up and I'll go closer. See if you can exhale and slide the shoulders down. And then breathe in, slide the shoulders up. Breathe out, slide them down. And again, breathe in, slide them up. Breathe out, slide them down. Two more. Breathe in, slide them up. Breathe out. One. Breathe in, shoulder blades up. Breathe out, slide them down. Keep them down. Grab your opposite elbows. Try and keep your forearms on the top of your head. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, still standing, just slide yourself a little bit towards the right. Keep looking forward. Breathe in, come back to center. And then as you breathe out, you're going to the left. Exhale there. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe in out, squeeze the core, squeeze the ribs, slide to the side. One more, breathe in. And breathe in out. Now, as you breathe in, come back to the center, put your hands behind your head and just lift the chest a little bit. You don't have to look up too far. Keep your neck long. And then as you breathe out, just push your shoulders down even more. Push your head down with your hands. Squeeze your stomach in and just press on the neck lightly. Try and stretch it. Breathe in again. Let's stretch up. As you lift the chest, drop the shoulders, but open the elbows up. And then breathe out. Squeeze your shoulders down, your stomach in, your elbows point towards the floor here. Let's do two more. Breathing in. As you go up, open the chest. Breathing out as we go down. Chin to chest, slide the stomach in. Can you just hold it here? So our head is down. We're pushing our hips forward. And you just want to push your head lightly towards the right shoulder or your chin. And then slightly towards the left shoulder. Still with your head down, just a couple of times. Or four maybe. 4 times. And again, to the side. And then drop the head down. Let the arms fall by your sides. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, start rolling down one vertebra at a time till you arrive with your stomach by your thighs. Bend your knees and your hands near the floor. You're trying to really fold and articulate each vertebra one at a time as you bend the back. Hold it here and just shake the head off again. Turn your head right and left. Nod it a few times. Let it hang heavy. As you breathe out, squeeze the stomach in and see if you can roll up, bending your knees and really mounting your spine, feeling each vertebra as it rolls up, one on top of the other. Lovely. Let's do that once again in your own pace. So as you breathe in, you're growing, pushing the ceiling away with the crown of your head. As you breathe out, it's your head that falls first. Imagine you're like a puppet and they are letting go of your strings, one at a time. Drop forward, hug the stomach back. The more you suck your belly in, the more you're stretching the back of your body. Also squeezing your organs, compressing them, which is good for them. And then turn your head again a couple of times, nod it, and roll it up. On the breath out, remember, because you want to engage the core, use your core to stretch your back, and that's basically the theme and the technique of Pilates. Let's do one more. Breathing in and breathing out. First our head, then our shoulders. Squeeze the stomach in. Roll forward. Articulate your spine. We're going to hold our head down this time and really feel that forward stretch. Bend our knees maybe a little bit more, and on the breath in, we're coming into a tabletop. So a tabletop, push your hands into your shins, stretch your elbows, and try and make a table with your body. And your knees can be really bent for this. And then as you breathe out, squeeze your stomach in and try and really push as much as you can your hands into the floor. Bend your knees, but squeeze your body into your legs. Use your core. And again, breathe in, stretch your spine. Think of it more like you're stretching your stomach. Push your hands on your legs, suck your stomach back. And then as you breathe out, squeeze the stomach further in. Shift the weight maybe onto your toes a little bit more. Maybe you can stretch your knees a bit more, slide the shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. Let's do one last one. Stretching into that tabletop position. Remember that name because that's what we're going to use in our sun salute. And then breathing out. Drop the head down. Hold it there, just 1 second more. Hold your opposite elbows again, like we did in the warm-up at the beginning. You can swing now, right to left, in that forward fold. Try and swing your hips, your body, your shoulders, your head. Let it swing freely like a pendulum. Right and left, forward and back, whatever feels natural. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of your arms, bend your knees, breathe out. On the way up, squeeze your stomach back, just like before. Coming all the way up. When you're ready, stretch your spine. Lovely. Okay, we're going to turn the head now. So as you breathe out, just turn your head to the right shoulder. Remember that I mirror you. Breathe in, come back to center. And then as you breathe out, we're going to the left shoulder. Try and keep your chin parallel to the floor, to your shoulder. Breathe in, come back to center. Sometimes we lift the chin a little bit too much, and that creates tension at the back of the neck. So really try and think of how to keep it parallel to your floor, to the earth. Exhale, turn. Breathe in, come back to center. Let's do 2 more. Try and turn your eyes now. So not only your chin and your forehead, but your eyes look to the right corner of your eyes. Breathe in, you're coming back to center. And then as you turn, your eyes are looking to the left corner. Breathe in and coming back to center. Nice. Grab your shoulders with your hands and just twist freely. Look forward and just try and do a rotation right and left with your shoulders. Try not to move your hips. So grip your hips tight with your core, with your glutes. Keep looking forward. And we're going to do 8 more. And 7. And 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it forward. Bring the elbows behind your head as much as possible. Squeeze them there. Breathe in. And then forward in front of your head. Breathe out as you drop them down. Try and keep them close together. So first they point to the side, then up to the ceiling. Try and keep them close behind your head before. Keep them close in front of your head and then drop them down. 1 more. Breathing in as you go up. In front. Breathing out as you go down. Let's reverse that movement. So you're breathing in, elbows in front, behind. Breathing out as you go down. 2 more. Breathe in. Remember that we're breathing in through the nose. Still breathing in here, and then as the arms drop, breathing out. Lovely. Just bring your hands now, one on top of the head. So you're pulling the head. Let's go to the right first. and pull the shoulder that the left hand is on just down. That's your exhale. And then breathe in, come back. And let's do that 2 more times. As we breathe out, just hold your head to the side lightly. Breathing in, come back to center. One more, one last one. Hold it there for 8 seconds. Breathe normally, but really open the left side of your neck. Take your attention there. Try and really stretch it, pull it apart. Plug the shoulders down there. And then come back, change your arms straight to the other side. So pull the head lightly to the side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale again, pull in the head. I like to pull my right shoulder down, but if that's not helping you, then just drop the right arm down. It doesn't need to be there. Let's do one more. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, pull on the head. That's it. Hold it there. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back to center. Let's just let the arms release today. Breathe in, try and just feel the feet against the floor. As you breathe out, melt the head first, then the shoulders, and literally try and melt to the side, 1 vertebra at a time. That's your exhale. Breathe in, come back to center. Try and push the ceiling up with the crown of the head. And then as you breathe out, really articulate first your head, be mindful, then your shoulders. Squeeze the core in, push the hips forward, look forward. Breathing in, back to center. You can do it to your own rhythm, but make sure you articulate to the side, the head on the breath out, then the shoulders. Push the hips forward, the feet down, slightly to the left with the hips even. Breathing in, as you come back up, row. Feel the length at the back of the neck. Last one, exhaling. To the side. Breathing, coming back. We're going to do 3 exhales now, same thing. So you're going to exhale, drop 1, exhale, go deeper 2, exhale 3, and inhale, come up. Other side, exhale 1 and 2 and 3, inhale, come up, exhale, and inhale, come up, exhale, and 2 more in your own pace. 3 exhales, and inhale, come up. Last one, exhaling, and 3, inhale, come up. Well done. Bring your palms together, your feet together. We're going to do the first part of the sun salute. I'll go slowly and I'll go to the side, but you don't have to, so you can just see what's going on. So you're going to breathe in, stretch the arms up, and try to lift the chest up. Feel long first, grow, then with your head in line with your arms, your ears, look just up where the ceiling and the wall join. That's your breath in still. Come back to center on the breath out. Bend your knees, still breathing out. Sit back on a chair. Try and stretch your stomach skin. Look forward though, not down. Squeeze your legs together. Ideally, your feet are together now. And then as you breathe out, still, you want to fold forward. We're just going slowly, so keep breathing to your natural rhythm. Deep breaths. Hold it there, breathing in through the nose still. As you breathe out through the mouth, squeeze the core, squeeze your inner thighs, deep core muscles engage. 1 more there, breathing in, breathing out. Next breath in, bend your knees, go to that tabletop position now with your feet together. Squeeze your knees, lengthen the back and the front of your body. Breathe out, see if you can fold forward or into that stretch. So try and go deeper. That's your breath out. Now as you breathe in, bend your knees, look forward. It's a chair, not a table. So you're looking up, palms are together. Look to the front, stretch. That's it. Breathe all the way up and back. That still is your breath in, ideally. As you breathe out, you're coming back to center. Let's do that again. Breathing in all the way up and slightly back, not too much. You could just grow in the heart up. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back on the chair. The more you shift your knees back in space, the more you're going to stretch your hamstrings. Open the chest, drop down when you're ready. Drop the head. Do 1 deep breath here. On your next breath in, bend your knees, tabletop. Look down, long spine, long front. Exhale, fold forward again. Try and go deeper. That's your breath out. Relax the head down. Breathing in, bend your knees, look forward. Open the chest, sit back, all the way up. Stretch, slightly back. Exhaling to the chest. we've got 3 more, guys. A little bit faster. Breathing in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, down, bend your knees, hold forward straight away, make it flow, drop the head down. Breathing in, come up halfway, tabletop. Breathe out, drop to that forward stretch again, try and go deeper. Chair position, breathe in, bend the knees, look forward, palms together. Lovely, nice crisp. Breathe in, stretch up, back. Exhale into the heart center. Nice. 2 more. Breathing in, stretching up. Make it go one after the other now. Exhale. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Use your core, stretch it and fold forward. Inhale, up halfway to that tabletop. Lovely. Exhale, see if you can fold deeper. Breathe into your chair position, look forward, all the way up, slightly back, and to the chest center. Let's do 1 more, guys. You're doing it nicely. Breathing in, all the way up, and back. Don't let me stop you if I'm too fast or slow, just go through it. Exhaling down, forward. Breathing in, up halfway, tabletop. Breathe out, see if you can fold deeper. Let's go all the way up. Bend your knees down. Find that chair to stretch all the way up and back and to the chest. Lovely. Hold it with your hands in the center. Stretch your arms up 1 more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze the right leg up. Find your balance 8 times. And again, breathe in it. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. 5 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out. Just 3 more. Breathing in. And breathe out. Try and squeeze the stomach and drop the head. And 2. Breathe in. Press your palms together, shoulders down. Feel the ribs on top of your hips, not behind them. Breathe in. 1 more, guys. We're holding it up. Exhale. Hold your knee up. Doesn't have to be high. And now see if you can play with the hip. We're going to lift the hip and then drop it. Just 3 more times. Breathe in, lift the hip, and then drop it. And breathe in, lift the hip. Squeeze your inner thighs as you drop it. Feel that difference. And again, breathe in. And drop. Lovely. Can you just hold it there? This is not easy. So sorry, camel. Just see if you can get your hand to your shin. Maybe hold it there. Maybe squeeze the leg in for 8 seconds. 7. We do this on the floor. 6. 5. If you're there, you could try and get your forehead to your knee. I'm not going to try today though. 3, 2, 1, and drop down. Lovely. Stretch the arms up. Let's go straight to the other side. Breathe out. Squeeze the left knee up. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. 5. Breathe in. Exhale. That's 5. Breathe in. Squeeze the stomach in, remember. Drop the hip down. 4. Breathe in. Exhale. 3. 2 more. Really feel that right foot strong against the floor. 4 corners of it. We've got one last one to hold it, yeah? So as you lift the knee up, hold it there. Try and really lengthen on top of your hips, those ribs. Hug them in slightly. Lift the hip up. That's the left one. And then down. Notice how it throws you off balance. Do that 3 more times. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Squeeze the leg in, maybe hold it. Try and see if you can bend your elbows, guys, so that thigh comes close to your stomach. Better, that's it. It's not easy, but try and squeeze your stomach to your thigh to your stomach. Plug the shoulders down, feel the back of the neck now. Stretch the leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Kick the legs out. We're going to go to our mat. Well, we're not going yet. We're going to roll down, but it's a good time to change your your video. I'm going to change mine so you can see the mat work a little bit better. Okay, so we're rolling down just once and then staying down. Yeah, so just breathe in, go to the back of your mat, and then as we breathe out, just roll the head first, like we've done in the warm-up. Bend your knees, get your hands slowly to come to the floor. Once you're down there, you want to walk to the other side of your mat. So walk a few steps, like 4. Get your hands right under your shoulders and play with this while we get into position. Sink into your shoulders and push away. So sink the chest bone and then push. And sink and push. One more. You want to always make sure you're pushing, not sinking, okay? Now when you lift the hips, bend your knees. Try to keep your hands where they are. Bend your knees, push your stomach back into your thighs. Make a triangle. And then breathe out, roll forward into that plank, but don't sink the chest. Push. And again, breathe in. Take it back. Breathe in out, roll forward. Nice. 2 more. Breathing in. Take it back. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Drop the knees down now. And as you breathe in, well, first walk your hands under your shoulders. Make sure they're there, not forward. Keep pushing the floor away. And when you breathe in next, just look up. See if you can really arch your spine, but don't sink. Push the floor away. And then breathe out, roll the spine, squeeze the stomach in, chin towards your pubic bone as if they wanted to touch. And again, breathe in, look up, stretch up, and breathing out. Squeeze the stomach in, try and hollow it, push the floor away. Do 2 more, and be mindful as you breathe out, especially, to keep your shoulders right on top of your wrist. Often they go back. So just try and be mindful to keep them right on top. Better there, Eddie. Yes, that's what I meant. Last one. Go on. Breathing in, thinking of that. And breathing out. Okay, nice. Let's come into a child's pose. So just stretch your hands forward, sit back, and give yourselves at least 3 deep breaths here with your forehead as close to the floor as you can. So relax the head. You might put something under your head if it doesn't reach the floor. If it does, you want to touch with your forehead, the tip of your nose. And then as we breathe in, really try and think of the breath running up your spine, lengthening it. As you breathe out, squeeze the stomach in and away from your thighs, push the hips down to the floor. Use your hands to do that. Do 1 more breath there. Breathing in. And breathing out. Nice. Okay, we're going to come into cat-cows with a leg. So we're going to do just 3, and it's just adding that awareness of not lifting the hip and working the hips and the chest individually. So same movement, you're breathing in, and as you breathe in, you're going to lift the leg up and try not to turn it out. Drop the hip down. Remember, push the floor away. Don't sink into the chest. Now, as you breathe out, bend your knee, push the floor away, and try and touch your forehead and your knees. Squeeze the stomach in. Should be a core exercise. Breathe in now. Stretch the leg. Look up. Open the chest, just like before. Don't sink it though. Breathe out. Squeeze the forehead to your knee. That's 2. Just 2 more. Yeah. Breathing in. Stretch up. Let me know if there's wrist pain, Eddie. Breathing out. Last one. Breathing in. And breathing out. Forehead to knee, 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stretch the leg. Look down though. Don't open the chest, but push the chest away from the floor. See if you can lengthen the left arm. And just find your balance there. Don't sink. Keep going for 8, 7, 6. Long necks. 5. Hug the stomach in. Drop the hip. 4. Stretch a little bit more. Lovely. Drop the left hand down. Keep the right foot on the floor. And twist yourself to the side. We're coming into side planks. So shall I mirror you? If you've got your right foot on the floor, you'll be here, right? Lovely. Just hold it here. See, you can lift the right arm up and then lift the right foot up. Just find your balance here for a second. Breathe in, drop it down as you breathe out. Do 2 more. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out, drop. 1 more. Breathe in, lift. Breathe in out, drop. Last one. Hold it up, 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hold it there? Another 8, or drop the foot down, up to you. Or try and see if you can get your ankle with your right hand and push your groin forward, stretch into what would be a half bow on your knee. Open the chest there, just enjoy it if you can. For 8 seconds, 7, 6. Try and kick into your arms. So you want to stretch the leg, but you can't. Push the floor away, don't sink. Push the floor away, Eddie. Hold those ribs in a little bit more, go on. And then drop down the leg. Drop down the knee and just stretch back into a child's pose. You've done it nicely. I think, Eddie, what did I see? Could it be as you were backwards? I'm not sure, but could it be that you were here? And I actually wanted you sideways. Is that possible? I think it might be a little bit easier sideways. Just check it out. It's just like the plank position, but to the side. Just so you know, yeah. Yeah. Try not sink into your shoulder or your ribs. They seem to be not hugging your spine enough. Push the floor away a little bit more there. Nice, better. That looks much better. It looks stronger too. You could hold it forever, I think. Okay, so hopefully you've had a break there. Just give yourself a breath. Eddie, too. We've got 2 legs, 2 arms, so that's really good news, isn't it, Camel? So we've got the other side to do. So remember, it's 3 kicks, and then we'll do all the variations with it. So keep it easy or have a break if you have to. We're doing the left leg now, yeah? So you're squeezing, well, first of all, you're opening the chest, and then you're squeezing the knee in on the exhale, pushing the floor away. So we do that again. Breathing in, stretch up. Breathing out, squeeze the core. Push the floor away. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Have a rest if your wrists hurt, guys. Breathing in, or just let me know. Breathing out, hold it there, 8 seconds. Let me see it. 7, 6, forehead to knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stretch the leg. That's the left leg. And stretch the right arm. Now check if you're sinking. Push the floor away. Hug the stomach back. Look down. Long neck. 4 more seconds there. 3, 2, 1. And drop the right hand down. Stretch the left leg. And open up the arm. And I'm going to mirror you now. Hopefully that's not too confusing. Hold it here. Notice if you're sinking, push the floor away. And then try and keep your hip right over your right knee. Lift the left leg up. And then breathe out, drop it down. Keep doing that. Breathing in. Try to think long. Push the hips forward so you stretch your hip flexors. And exhale down. Careful with that wrist. Fist if you want to, remember. Breathe in. Breathing out. We're going to hold the next one, guys. So when you're ready, be strong. Breathe in, hold it here. 7, 6, 5, 4. See if you can hug your ribs and your glutes and your core. Push the floor away. Now hold it there. Put the foot down if you have to, or grab and stretch into that half bow. Lovely. And now try and really push your hips forward. Go on. Towards me rather than towards the floor. That's it. Open up. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And stretch it out. Drop it down. Another child's pose. Stretch back. Walk your hands forward. You can even put your hands together behind your head. That's also a nice stretch for the upper, the triceps, the upper arms. Just breathe deeply about 2 more times. Think of the breath running up your spine. One more breath. Okay, when you're ready, roll up and we'll come into our core exercises. So just shift the feet forward. Keep your Dynaband or your strap near and your block or your cushion. And let's start. Let's start sitting at the front of our mat with our block cushion in between our legs. And the idea is to, when we exhale, really try and squeeze not only in the block, but also up, so you really engage the core. Grab your hamstrings, the back of your legs, breathe in, stretch up, and then as we breathe out, we're gonna roll back just lightly, push the stomach in, plug the shoulders down though, and then breathe in again, stretch up. Careful, because this might hurt the groin a little bit, so if it's tight, maybe you should lay down and do something like a mini bridge. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathing out. Good. Let's do one more and let go of the legs this time if you're feeling comfortable. So you can go all the way down with control. No sudden movements, ideally. Squeeze in the block. Maybe walk your feet back as you go down. So you can straight away come into the core sequence with the arms behind us. We start breathing in and then breathe out, arms by the sides of our hips. And you're just doing that, breathing in. As you breathe out, you're squeezing your cushion in between your legs, squeezing the stomach in, and keeping the ribs engaging, hugging your spine, on the breath out especially. So the other day I was in an online class, and they said, keep the lower ribs. It was quite a nice way to think about it, and I remember them saying it to me in my training. Keep your lower ribs on the floor as your arms go behind your head. So if you connect with that, your lower ribs, so it's kind of where your waistline is, should be still on the floor. So you're still not letting go of your ribs completely, flaring them out, right? So just so you have that subtle sensation of totally opening and still hugging, keeping your ribs on the floor. That's it. So do a couple more and just be aware of that. I found it a nice way to really get into that detail of how much you should open the ribs. When you want to, and that's if you want to, we're lifting our heads and our shoulders up. And again, as you go back, don't let the lower ribs lift off the floor. And exhale, you're still opening them, right? But you're not letting them totally flare out. And that's the difference, that subtleness. Breathe out as you go up. Remember to squeeze now the stomach back. Breathe in as you go onto the floor with your head. And then a sound as we breathe is important, like you're blowing a balloon, so make sound as you breathe. I don't know if you ever see professional athletes do work, and especially when there's an effort, you always hear them breathe deeper. At least even in my dance experience, you always breathe deeper as you do an effort and you breathe out. So for example, in tennis, in Wimbledon, when you're breathing out, you hear them go, "Hoo!" when they're hitting the ball, and that's because they engage the core much more when they make a sound with their breath. So that's what I'm trying to say, basically. Breathe out, make sound, breathe in through the nose. Okay, I think we've done enough there. Exhale, lift the hips up just a little bit and do abdominals with your hips lifting a little bit, squeeze the block, but not your glutes. Inhale, drop the hips, arms back. So we're curling just the tailbone up as we breathe out. Breathing in, we're dropping the tailbone down and the arms go back. Keep going, breathe out and breathe in. Breathing out, lifting the hips. So your middle spine is still on the floor. Breathe in, you drop your tailbone back down. Breathe out. Curl the stomach in, breathe in. And try to do that without engaging your glutes. And that's hard. Just use your stomach muscles to lift your hips up because they're attached to them. Okay, when you want to, we'll do 8 more, and this time I really will count them. 8 lifting head, shoulders, and tailbone. Breathe in as you go back. Breathe out as you lift. Head, shoulders, tailbone. Breathe in as you go back. Breathe out as you lift. Head, shoulders, tailbone. Good. Inhale. So we've got 5 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more. Nearly there. Breathing in. And breathing out. 1. Lovely. Just grab the block or the cushion, whatever you have, squeeze it in between your arms. And as you breathe in, you're taking it behind you. As you breathe out, you can choose to lift the head or not straight away. Hands come to or block to your shin, and the leg comes to a tabletop, so a 90-degree angle. If your groin hurts, maybe you should just do your head and your arms and forget the leg. Just see, you could do a little twist instead of lifting the leg, reaching side to side with your body. That's an option, and keeping the feet down. I'll do a couple now so you know what I mean. So if your groin hurts, you can just do that side and then the other side like that. Yeah? Keep doing that movement, whichever one you've chosen. If you're doing the legs, ideally, if you can, you want to do that one. We want to now extend the leg. Keep that movement going, but stretch the leg totally up and then totally down. And again, if your groin hurts, just be mindful to maybe not do this. And just twist side to side. Exhale as you go up. Breathe in as you go down. Exhale as you go up. Go on, 3 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathe in. Have those shoulders down. Don't let them ride up. Exhale. Just 2 last ones. We're there. Breathing in. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Lovely. Bring your block in between your inner thighs, straight coming to your bridge. So your hands are going to be by your sides today. You're going to breathe in, do nothing, always. Breathe out and roll up. So as you roll up, articulate your spine all the way up, 1 vertebra at a time. If you can hold it there as you breathe in. So when you're breathing in, you're doing nothing. As you breathe out, you're rolling down. So first sink your chest, then the middle of your spine, and then your lowers. Okay, let's do that again. Breathe in, do nothing. Breathe out, roll up. Squeeze the stomach first, then the block, then the ribs, and then you're pushing your hands and feet down. Breathe in, hold it there, open the chest, and then breathe out, roll down. Make sure that the shoulders don't curl up like that. They tend to do that. Push them down. Breathe in, breathe out, roll up. I'll show you in a second. So now when you're up, push the shoulders into the floor as you breathe in. See if you can get wider in your chest, in your clavicles. That's it. Breathe out, rolling down. Breathe in, do nothing. Breathing out, roll up. Push the hands down, push the feet down. Go on, we're nearly done. Stretch up, inhale. Exhale, roll down. 1 more, we're going to stay up this time. Really squeeze the block on the exhale and move our arms. So breathe in, breathe out, roll up. Keep squeezing the block, especially on your exhale. Now as you breathe in, take the arms behind your head. And then breathe out, bring them down by your hips on the floor. And again, just 5 more. Breathe in. Squeeze the block now as you breathe out. Squeeze. Breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze more. Lift the hips up more if you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just 2 more, guys. Nearly there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold it there. Breathe in. Lift the hips only as you breathe out. Roll down. All the way down. Nice. Well done. Take the block away or the cushion. We're going to do a twist. It's a bit different to the usual one. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to mirror you. So widen your feet wider than your mat. And put your feet on the floor. And here you want to bend your knees. We did it when we were sitting. We did it. It was that mermaid. You want to put your knees to the side. To the right, that's it, and then to the left. Just feel that twist. the wider you go, the more you feel it in your groin, in your thigh, yeah? So you're twisting one way and then the other. Your head is on the floor, I'm just lifting it because I'm looking at you. Okay, once you've sussed that movement out, it shouldn't be painful, especially for the knees. So try and drop the legs to the right and keep them there. And you want to try and push your hips with your focus and your breath towards the right side of the room. And your shoulders, you want to plug them into the floor. So it's a kind of an opposite stretch, right? Shoulders down, hips up. Open the arms up. Ideally, you'll be looking towards your left shoulder, left ear on the floor one day. And maybe you could even put your right foot on top of your left thigh and encourage it down. That's it. And just hold it there. See if it feels nice or not. If not, drop the foot down. And just breathe deeply into the groin, into the twist, into the left rib, left groin especially. Keep pushing the hips up, the shoulders down. And just do one more deep breath here. And coming back to the center. Drop the foot if it was up. And drop the knees now to the left. Same thing other side. So first, that's your stretch. You might stay here. Maybe you can turn your head to the right to get your right ear on the floor. And maybe your left foot on your right knee. Encourage it down towards the floor as you push your hips up towards the ceiling or forward away from the floor, let's say. And just breathe into your right rib, into your right groin, hip flexor. Nice. And then coming back through the center, drop the legs down, give them a wiggle. See if we can get a dyno band or a strap now. I'd like to finish off stretching the legs a little bit and then doing a little bit on our stomach for our back. So a strap. We're just going to pick the leg up. I'd actually like to kick it 6 times, but it's a little bit harder. Ideally, with a band, you're not meant to move your arms. So if you've got a band, keep your arms still. If you've got a strap, it's a little bit harder. But try and keep the movement coming from your core. So as you exhale, you want to kick up. As you inhale, you want to drop the leg down. And again, breathe out, kick it up. First the stomach in, inhale, drop down. So you've got 4 more. Breathe out as it goes up, because that's where your stomach goes in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Keep the knee bent if your groin hurts. Breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Last one. Hold it up. And just keep it up. Your knee can be bent, but try and move only now in circles, your ankle and your toes, and we'll do 4 circles out. 3, 2, 1, and then the other way for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Now see if you can bend your knee a lot. That's your breath in, and bring your right thigh to your chest. As you breathe out, see if you can keep it there, squeezing the stomach in, and stretch your leg as much as it will let you. And again, breathing in as you drop the heel down. Breathe out and stretch the leg up. And again, breathing in, breathing out, squeeze the stomach in. Nice. 1 more, breathing in. Now as you breathe out, see if you can keep the leg up, and just finish off by doing circles with your right leg. It can be bent or stretched in the hip. So you're moving from your hip joint and you're rolling your femur, the upper leg, in your hip joint. Imagine when you're hooping a basketball and the basketball does circles around the hoop before it goes in. That's kind of what your rolling is inside your hip. And now go the other way. See if you can breathe in and out. 2 small circles. They don't have to be big. Just getting all the movement in the hip, making it wake up, find its movement. Lovely. So come back to the center once you've done a few circles each side, and finish off by stretching and walking up that leg with your hands. up the Dynaband or the strap. See if you can stretch the bottom leg and just bring this one towards you, the top one. Maybe lay back down, keeping that grip. We've done this last week. That's it. Now, what I want you to think about is, you know, when we were doing the warm-up and we were doing the balances with lifting the knee up and down, and then we holded the knee and we lift our hip up and down. See if you can drop the hip down in this position. So notice if it's riding up like it was when we're doing standing our balances, and push it down. You see the difference when I lift it up and I drop it down. Hold it there, a few more seconds. Remember, you need at least 30 seconds to stretch a muscle. Be patient. And now let's just twist directly today. So you're grabbing with your left hand, both of your straps, and just letting the leg drop towards the left side of the room. Looking towards the right. 8 seconds there, use your breath, squeeze your inner thigh. Maybe stretch your leg. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and coming back through the center. Release the leg, move it about, maybe do a few circles with that leg in and out. And then drop it to the floor. We've got the other leg to do, yeah? 6 kicks. So breathing in is when you drop, because that's easy. Gravity pulls your leg down. Breathing out, you use your core to lift against gravity. Okay, let's go. Breathing in, dropping down. Breathing out, making sound, remember? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. Hold it up. Breathe out. Do those circles with the foot. The toes and the ankle are moving. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Now bend your knee. Breathe in. See if you can get your left thigh near your waist, near your stomach. Breathe out as you try and stretch it. Keep your thigh as near to your stomach as you can. And your tailbone on the floor. Breathe in. Drop down. Breathe in out. Stretch up. Remember that your core is here not only to lift the leg, but also to plug the hips into the floor. So your core is like an anchor for your tailbone. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Last one. Breathe in. And as you stretch the leg, keep it stretched to a comfortable position. It doesn't have to be totally stretched. Do circles now with the left hip joint. So you're rolling, think of the basketball, rolling around the hoop before it goes in. And then your femur has like a fist-like ending. It's kind of rolling in your hip joint. Other way. If you're feeling your groin a lot, first of all, you need to really then concentrate on your core, because that's taking over the core work. That's helping it basically. And also bend the knee, Okay. When you're ready, come back to the center. Walk yourself up your leg. Give it a last stretch there. Maybe stretch the bottom leg into the floor. And then see if you can relax your head back down and your shoulders. Plug the shoulders down into the floor and away from your ears, and just breathe deeply here. See if you can play about with your hip, that awareness in the hip joint. Lift your left hip up towards your left armpit and then drop it down, and see the difference it will bring when you're actually doing this standing. It will help you balance if you think of your hip going down rather than letting it just release and taking you off center. Breathe a couple more times there, guys. Doing it nicely. Maybe bend the elbows or stretch the leg a little bit more. Okay, well, you're going with that left leg to the right side of the room. Grab your Dynaband or your strap with your right hand and just let it fall. And then twist against it. Ideally, one day your left ear will be on the floor. You're pushing your left foot away from your left shoulder. You're plugging your left shoulder into the floor and then push your left foot away from it. Feel that tug of war. Breathe deeply one more time. Go onto that left rib. And then as we breathe out, twist a little bit more. And come back to center. Well done. Bend your knee. Again, give your leg a few circles. Let it relax a bit. One way and then the other. And then grab both legs, squeeze them in. Try and hold your opposite forearms here maybe. Squeeze your legs in. Try and plug your shoulders down. Again, your head onto the floor. And really feel maybe a little bit of a tightness in the hip flexor there is normal. So you can maybe just try and breathe into that space. Push your hips down. Lovely. Okay, so you can rock side to side here. Or if you're a little bit more flexible in the spine, maybe you can rock forward and back. If you're very flexible, and just be careful here with the neck, you can come into a little plow. And then you can come into a little boat. Just see what you want to do. Massage the spine. Maybe if you're in a plow, you can hold it the next time you go into it. A few seconds. Now, if you're ready, when you're ready, we're going to land on our stomach. So you can roll forward, you could cross, and then transfer the weight onto your feet. Or find your own creative way into a plank. Nice, good. Drop down. We're going to finish stretching the right leg, left arm with our forehead on the floor, then the opposite, 8 times, then hold it. Yes? So let's get on with it. Forehead on the floor, hips down, palms face each other. Breathe in, lift the right leg, the left arm. Breathe out, drop them down. Other leg, other arm, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, drop. And again, breathing in, lifting up. Breathing up. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out. 4 more. Breathe in and lift. Breathing out, drop. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathing out. Last 2 are going to hold them. So breathe in, lift, and just hold it there. Try and plug your shoulders down. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. That's it. Push your hips equally into the floor. Notice if you're rolling to one hip, and also your chest, your nipples even. Keep them equal pressure against the floor. That looks much better, guys. Now think I'm pulling your fingers and your toes away from each other. Just hold it there and then drop down. That looks much better. Other side. So breathe the opposite leg, opposite arm up, and really think of stretching your nails, your fingers, your wrists. Slide the shoulders down, but feel that extension in the legs, in the knee, in the sole of the foot, in the toes. And when you're ready, drop down. A second there, 2 legs and 2 arms up when you're ready. Really try and first lengthen on the floor before you even lift. Let's go. Breathe in, lengthen and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5. Think of your shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, and release down. Well done. Drop the arms by your sides. Turn your head maybe to the right. Take a moment there. You can, to relax the glutes and the lumbar spine, if you turn your heels out and your toes in, that will help it relax more. And if you try and get your ear totally on the floor, that also bring awareness to your neck, how tight it is or not. Relax the shoulders. Turn the head to the other side when you're ready. Do a couple of breaths there. I must say, I've noticed big kind of technique improvement. So well done. You can see big difference in the practice. It's nice to see, actually. I wish I could see more because I'm obviously want to show people how to do it. So I'm practicing with you, trying to look as much as I can, but it's nice to see the improvements. So well done, congratulations. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to go back into a child's pose. Push through your cat and then back into your child's pose. Forehead on the floor. Do a couple of breaths there. Just remember that This position, we often ignore it, think it's kind of a transition or just a moment to breathe. Actually, it's a very important one to calm the nervous system, to stretch our back, our hips. It stretches all our body, our arms, our toes, our feet, our ankles. So make the most of it. Breathe deeply, engage the core as you breathe out, and squeeze the stomach. On your next breath out, just roll up into a sitting position. Anyone that's comfortable for you. So you might not stay like that. You might sit down, you might even get a chair, that's fine. I just want to finish breathing together, interlacing the fingers, stretching up. And just try and wriggle up. See what more length you can bring out of your spine before you finish this practice. Breathe in, hold it there. Now as you breathe out, keep that length, but slide your shoulders down, hug your ribs in, stomach in. Nice. Do that again. Breathe it. See if you can grow from that a little bit more. And now breathe out. Hug the ribs in, stomach in. Slide the shoulders down. Nice. One more. Breathing in, stretching up. Make yourself really tall this time. And breathing out. Palms together, plug everything in and down. And well done.